From WVLT, this is Local 8 News this morning.
We're starting out with a frosty day here in East Tennessee, icy in parts. We'll look at the current temperatures, where the snowfall is right now, and when it gets out of here. Next on Local 8 News this morning.
The possibility with still some patches of snow and ice, some slush on the East Tennessee roadways. As the temperature drops, you do get the possibility of some refreezing, some black ice.
We're also tracking area roadways. We'll keep you up to date on everything you need to look out for.
And we're going to tell you how one group of East Tennesseans are making sure that others are staying safe using their four wheels.
That's right. Good morning to you. I'm Brittany Nada. Thanks for joining us.
And I'm Kyle Grainger. You're watching this winter weather coverage here on Local 8 News this morning. Extended coverage here for this Saturday. We have live reports all across the area here, as well as team coverage with the weather this morning.
That's right. We brought in Local 8 News anchor Marco Villarreal. We've got Kyle Warnke in here. David Aldrich is with us. We've got a whole crew in here this morning, just making sure that you can stay safe this morning.
Yeah, and the story is how cold it is, and that's not going to allow for this ice to go away anytime soon. Chief Meteorologist David Aldrich is tracking this as well. He's out on the weather deck. David, is it still snowing on the outside?
A few flurries. We had some snow showers during the last hour, and that's kind of what we expect the rest of the day to be. Now, most of what we've seen has been a little heavier to the north, especially north as you travel maybe toward the Clinton exit and heading into places like Campbell County, which we'll hear more reports of in a moment. But let's take a look at some viewer pictures. These pictures really tell a better story. While we may have a half-inch of snow here on our Local 8 weather deck, the pictures tell another story, and they've had some great pictures. Here's a great one from areas all up to the north, mainly in places like Scott County, Campbell County, and all the way toward Fentress County, where they've had 15 inches of snow or less. Had 14 inches in Jamestown, some reports of 8 to 10 around La Follette, Oneida, West Oneida, 9 inches or so. So clearly there is a lot of snow to be found, but not everybody had this true experience. Some are still dealing with the snow, and keep in mind, it doesn't take but a half inch like we have here to create some slick roads, especially on some of the secondary roads. Let's take a look at some video from Washington, D.C. Now, as you're looking at these pictures, please note that they are going to be getting and measuring snow not in inches but in feet. They may find 1, 2, 3 feet of snow all the way from Washington, D.C., Baltimore, up to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, New York City. This will cripple these areas for probably many days as they recover from the mess that is in the nation's capital. We'll give you a better outlook of where we're going from here. Let's get back into the studio where it is warmer. You guys are much warmer in there, right?
Yeah, come on back in.
You got your gloves on at least. That's good news. Right.
Yeah, so we need to check on the temperatures on the outside. Let's see how cold it exactly is here this morning. We're at 25 degrees in Knoxville. Well, dropped to 24 now. 24 in Sevierville and 26 in Maryville. It's 25 in Oak Ridge, 20 in Crossville. We're going to stay in the 20s much of the day here today. We do have some snow showers coming through the area, just light as you saw there in the shot with David. A little bit heavier up to the north and over into Sevier County, Blount County as well, from Gatlinburg into Walland. Maryville, you just getting on the outside of the action here, and up to the north here, the heavier activity coming through right now. Tazewell to Sneedville on down to other areas with Rogersville seeing some of that as well. So how we're going to break this down for you today. We're going to be ending the snow showers here by the noontime hour, and then by this afternoon that'll be ending over into the Smokies. But again, temperatures not really getting above freezing today. A really cold night tonight. We'll talk about that in just a minute.
All right, well, for now we're taking a look at the outside conditions all across East Tennessee. And we've got team coverage. Local 8 News reporter Kyle Grainger, Kyle Warnke's in with us. All the Kyles are in. Anchor Marco Villarreal. Everyone is out live this morning, but for now, Kyle Warnke's in Campbell County, Marco Villarreal's in Knox County. We're going to be going to Campbell County first, where we meet up with Kyle Warnke. How are you doing out there, Kyle? You look like you're a little bit chilly.
Yeah, I think it's about 112 below zero out here right now.
Does that sound right?
It has not warmed up at all. It's not fun. I'm telling you that straight up. Yeah, so basically, having said that, if you're in Campbell County and you don't have to be outside, don't be outside. 2 reasons. 1, the cold. That's the big one that we're dealing with right now. 2, give the plow operators a chance to clear off these roads. They are still working. They've been working here in Campbell County plowing roads since 10 o'clock yesterday morning. And the reason why? I'm standing in it, about 8 inches worth of it too. And check out the interstate right now. Live look at I-75 north and south in Campbell County. It's silent. yeah, there's nothing happening out here right now, and that's a good thing. It's really giving these the TDOT drivers and Campbell County road crews the opportunity to really get this stuff cleared off. But that's really the moral of the story here. Stay off the roads if you can. Give these guys plenty of opportunities to get that salt down. The secondary roads here are very, very slick. So again, stay off the roads if you don't have to be out. It's not worth your hassle. So we're gonna go out to Marco Villarreal, who's checking out Knox County conditions. Marco, what's up by you?
All right, thank you, Cal. Right now what we're doing is we're over in the White Pine area right now. We're driving on some of the roads out here. Unlike Knox County, we're really seeing a lot of snow on the ground, and as we're turning around here, if you guys want to take a look at some of the secondary roads, we're in a neighborhood right now. You can see how covered it is in some of the snow that's been continuously falling here in the past few hours. Several vehicles. We've seen actually more than I thought I would see at this time of a morning, but I guess some people, like us, have to get to work. The other thing that we've been seeing, too, is we got off the interstate I-40, looking pretty clear. We showed you the last half hour, a salt truck that has been out and about, laying the salt down, making sure those that do have to get out on the roads can do so as safely as possible. We'll have more for you coming up later. For now, tossing things back to the studio. Hey, guys.
Thanks a lot, Marco. That's good news that y'all are staying safe out there. And we do want to point out that Marco, of course, is not driving. He's in the passenger seat, so making sure our guys are staying safe as well. Well, 3 people in Blount County are in the hospital after police tell us they suffered carbon monoxide poisoning. Blount County deputies say they were using a generator to heat their camper. One of the 3 taken to the hospital was a child. Police say there was a generator on an RV near the home, and the family was pumping heat into the trailer. Now, the names of those family members have not yet been released. Coming up, we are continuing our team coverage on this winter storm.
And we're tracking your forecast here with current conditions across the area, plus Chief Meteorologist David Aldridge is here looking at your future. Coming up here on Local 8 News this morning, here's a live look at live pinpoint Doppler. We'll zoom in and show you some of the snowfall that's still coming down here from Gatlinburg to Maryville.